Next morning, knock, knock, knock. Tom, half asleep, rubbing his eyes, opening the door in just his pajama shirt. Jimmy, no? Jimin, arms crossed, glaring. Fucking finally. Why didn't you pick my calls last night? Sean's call. When did you call? Jimin, stepping closer, shaking him lightly. I called you 100 times, Tong. I thought something happened to you. I came here last night, but you didn't open the door. Were you sleeping like a pig? Tong, still swaying with sleepiness, eyes half closed. Maybe. Jimin shakes him harder, frustrated. Yeah, open your eyes. I am asking you what happened yesterday night. Why weren't you answering my calls? Why didn't you open the door? Tong. Then the flashback came running in his head. Blush spread all over his face, but he had said from Jimin. He grabbed Jimin's knees, gently pulling him inside. Come in first. Let's sit. I will tell you. Let me freshen up, okay? Jimin sat annoyed but followed him inside. The moment he stepped into the living room, his eyes fell onto the kitchen. His bed teacher, someone, an unfamiliar person, is standing there calmly, cooking as if they own the place. Jimin, eyes widening, pointing at the kitchen, screaming, Tyong! Jungkook looked over his shoulder, only in his underwear, humming a tune while cooking. When he turned, his smile and waved casually. Hi. Jimin's eyes went wide. He let out a scream, clutching Tong's arm. Yeah, who is this? Why is he half naked in your kitchen? Should I call the police? No, I will call the police. It's a thief. I swear it's a thief. He was panicking, was stumbling out like rapid fire, while Dong just stared at Jungkook in disbelief. Jungkook, unbothered, walked over to them with a spatula still in his hand. He leaned down, pressed a soft kiss to Dong's lips. Good morning to you, my angel. Dong's eyes widened instantly. Angel. His heart raced at the memory snapped into place. Someone had once whispered that to him on the bus. The same voice, the same intensity, the same man. And now, the stalker standing in front of him was the very person who had hunted his thoughts. Images from the last night before crashing into his mind. How Jungkook had shown up at the single call of his name. How his lips had crashed against his in a friend's kiss. Heat rushed up Dong's cheek as he remembered everything that followed, and shame mixed with the odd flutter in his chest. Unable to handle the weight of the all-it, Dong quickly turned and ran faster. Jungkook chuckled under his breath, watching him go. Cute. When Jungkook's eyes fell on Jimin, he almost laughed at the way the boy stood frozen, mouth slightly open, shocked. It looked as if Jimin's mind was trying to piece together what he was seeing. Are they lovers? That was the first wild thought that crossed Jimin's head. But the phone in his hand reminded him of something else. He had already dialed the police. Jimin, hello? Yes, there's a thief in my friend's house. Jimin whispered gently, landing his gaze away from Jungkook long enough to give the operator the address. His pulse raced, his breath uneven. When he finally hung up, his wide eyes darted back to the calm figure across the room. Jungkook was humming, calm and bothered, a soft melody as if nothing in the world could touch him. Jimin, aren't you scared? Jimin blurted out, voice breaking slightly. You know the police are on their way. Why are you still singing? Jungkook didn't flinch. He simply tilted his head and smirked. Why would I be scared? In fact, his voice dropped into something darker, edged with mockery. Police are my claws, little pig. The insult burned, and Jimin's fist clenched. What did you just? His anger shot up, pushing aside the earlier fear. He followed Jungkook every move now, preparing him with questions. Who are you really? What are you doing here? What do you mean by that? Jungkook didn't give him a satisfaction of the answer. He simply turned away, carrying on with the breakfast preparation as if Jimin's words were no more than a background noise. The smell of toasted bread and egg filled the air as he set the plates on the table, each movement annoyingly calm. Jungkook, breakfast is ready. Why don't you join us? The casual invitation only frustrated Jimin further. He opened his mouth to demand an explanation, but just then footsteps padded down the stair. Dong appeared fresh from his morning routine, hair slightly damp and clenching to his forehead. Still a little sleepy, Jungkook pulled the chair out for Dong, his hand lingering on the backseat of he guided the gently. Dong, softly, thanks. Jimin, on the other hand, scoffed loudly, covering his eyes with both hands as if shielding himself from the great scene. Oh my holy eyes! He is still in his underwear. Why am I even here, witnessing this? Jungkook burst out laughing, his deep laugh echoing across the dimly lit room. Dong, who instantly pinned his cheeks head up, his eyes dropping to the floor to avoid the teasing sparkle in Jungkook's eyes. Not letting the moment slip, Jungkook leaned closer and pressed a playful kiss to Dong's cheeks. Jungkook teasingly, I'll be back wearing clothes before your precious friend pass out. Without waiting for Jimin's dramatic gasp, he turned toward Dong's room, still humming casually like the world outside wasn't about to collapse. Dong, inside Dong's room, Jungkook opened the wardrobe, pulling out a pair of oversized baggy clothes. He chuckled as he held the against himself. Baggy for you, baby, but still tight for me. Sipping them on, he realized that even these loose clothes clung around his broad shoulder and thighs, leaving him shaking his head in amusement. Jungkook came back from Dong's room, his tall frame squeezed into one of Dong's baggy sweatpants and a loose t-shirt, only it wasn't a loose on him. The t-shirt clung to his chest and arms, and the sweatpants looked like they were begging for mercy. Jimin froze, his jaw dropped, hands flying to cover his forehead. Oh my god, holy sin! He yelped, staring back like he had seen something forbidden. Is that my little Dong's clothes on you? He dramatically fanned himself, pretending to faint into the couch. Dong, Minnie, stop being so dramatic. He hisses, hiding his face in his hand. His ears were crimson. Jungkook, biting back laughter, went closer. What? You don't like how I look in your best friend clothes? He teases, fixing his arm just to torment Jimin. Jimin peeked through his fingers, groaning loudly. I'm calling the police. This is indeed explosive. In the best friend's house. The doorbell rang. The uniformed officer stepped inside after Jimin responded. Officer 1, we got a call about the thief. Where is he? Jimin jumped up, pointing at Jungkook with both hands. Here. That man, he has been walking around up naked and now he is wearing my best friend's clothes like he owned them. The officer turned to look at Jungkook. The moment their eyes met him, their expression shifted, bowed deeply. Officer 2, boss, he muttered under his breath. Officer 3, we didn't know you were here. Sir, forgive us. Dong and Jimin both froze. Boss? Jimin, what the hell? Jungkook smacked it casually, slid his hand into his pockets. Breakfast is ready. Do you want to join us? The officers paled and shook their head furiously. Officer 1, no sir, we wouldn't dare. Sorry for disturbing you. They turned to Jimin, scolding him on the way out. Officer 2, don't waste our time with useless calls, kid. And just like that, they left, bowing again before shutting the door behind them. Jimin's mouth hung open. Dong just sat there in stunned silence. What just happened? Dong, I think we both need answer. Jungkook only smiling, sitting down next to Dong, calm as ever. Jimin narrowing his eyes. Yeah, who even are you? Why are you in Dong's house last night? Answer me before I... Jungkook doesn't even look at him. He pulls out the chair next to Dong, sit down like it's his rightful place, and start eating slowly, like the whole world belongs to him. Dong frowned nervously. You didn't answer me either. Why were you in my room? What do you even want from me? Jungkook finally turns to Dong, his expression softening as if Dong word alone matters. He picks up the spoonful of food and gently lifts it to Dong's lips. Eat. Don't waste your pretty mouth on useless questions. Instead, use it somewhere meaningful. Dong blinks, startled and hesitant. Jungkook leaning closer, brushing his lips against Dong's ear with dangerous sweetness. Butterfly should eat what I feed him. No speak of things that don't matter. Jimin, already annoyed, was and scared, slammed his hand on the table. Yeah, stop ignoring me. Who do you think you are to talk like that? Before he can finish, Jungkook's hand moved. Too fast, too sharp. The knife on the table is suddenly burning into the wood. It's deep only a breath away from Jimin's hand, which makes Jimin freeze, his body trembling, Jimin's voice cracking. What the hell did I just get myself into? Tong gasped in horror. He looked at Jungkook with wide eyes, was shaking. Jungkook, what are you doing? But Jungkook doesn't even flinch. Instead, he turned his head slowly, his tensioned eyes now warm again as he fell on Tong. He leaned in, capturing Tong's lips in a soft, calming kiss that makes Tong's breath ache. Pulling back, he whispered against his lips, Don't look at me like that, Butterfly. I will never harm you. Then his gaze looked coldly toward Jimin, pointing lazily at him without breaking the tender closeness with Tong. But if we keep talking, his smile turned sharp. I might think about harming him. Jimin gulped, immediately shutting his mouth and staring at his untouchable plate, hands trembling under the table. The room goes silent, tongue heart pounding, feel Jungkook's finger brush against his own, dangerous but gentle, as if Jungkook wanted to remind him that even inside the storm, Tong belongs to him. They all ate in silence. Next day, Tong's curiosity got the best of him. He couldn't sleep the whole night. Jungkook was. He stayed engaged. The way he kissed him so casually after nearly hurting Jimin, it all replayed in his mind. Who exactly are you, John Jungkook? And how do you know so much about me? With determination set in his eyes, Tong decided he had to find out the truth. After university ended, instead of helping home, he quickly followed Jungkook. Jungkook walked, hand in his pocket, as if he knew nothing, but deep down he everything knew. Everything means everything. Tong trailed behind, his heart pounding at the every turn, careful not to make any sound. To Tong's surprise, Jungkook's apartment was not far from his own home. All this time he is been living so close to me, he thought, a chill running down his spine. Jungkook entered the building and shut the door behind him. Tong hesitated, but curiosity burning stronger than fear. He tiptoed closer, testing the knob, expecting it to be locked, but it wasn't, so opening the door easily. Tong froze, his mind screaming at him to turn back. But his body betrayed him, pulling him inside. The apartment was silent. He amused Jungkook must be in shower. The faint sound of running water echoing from the bathroom. Slowly, Tong eyes narrowed the room. And what he saw made his blood run cold. The wall, the shelf, every corner, everything. There were pictures of him, some old, some recent, some from university, some from street, even private one. Moment, Tong thought no one else had witnessed it. His breath issued, his legs weakened as realization sunk in. Jungkook hadn't just known about him, he had been watching him, obsessing over him. Tong threatening had touched one of the photo, whispering under his breath, Oh my god, what is this? Jungkook suddenly appeared behind Tong without warning, his strong arm wrapping around Tong's waist, pulling him back against his chest. Tong froze, breath caught in his throat. Jungkook lowered his head, pressing a slow kiss on his shoulder. Jungkook whispering, voice deep, hot against his skin. Did you like it, Angel? Watching me, watching you? Tong's whole body stiffened, his lips trembled, his heart pounding so loud he thought Jungkook might hear it. He couldn't even breathe properly. Tong stammered, Sir, please leave me. I'm just a simple student. I'm studying. I don't want trouble. Please don't run me like this. This is not good. Please let me go. Please stop this, sir. Stop all this. His voice cracked as the tears slipped down his cheek. Jungkook slowly turned him around by his shoulder, forcing Tong to face him Jungkook quickly but firm. Angel, look at me. Tong hesitated and lifted his watery eyes. Jungkook's gaze was sharp. It scares him. Jungkook softly pleading, if you think I'm scaring you, let me tell you the truth. I'm not here to run you. I want you to know how obsessed I am, how much I love you. You don't understand. He cupid Tong shake with his palm, thumb brushing the air away. Jungkook lowering his voice to a whisper. I have been watching you since day one. Do you remember? The very first day of the uni, you bumped into me on the street. Tong's eyes widened in horror, his lips parting. Jungkook smiles faintly. That tiny accident, it destroyed me. Tong, I couldn't stop thinking about you from that moment. Every smile, every step you took, I wanted it all. I wanted you. Tong shook his head weakly, backing away, but Jungkook's hand tightened around his wrist, keeping him in place. Tong was barely above a whisper. So, you are not a student? Jungkook's lips brushed against his ear before answering, sending chills down his spine. Yes, I am a student, but that's not all I am. Tong blinked at his shocked confusion. What do you mean? Who are you really? Jungkook's jaw tightened. He licked his lip, rubbing the back of his neck as if holding back something bigger. His eyes locked on Tong's lips. Jungkook huskily, let me show you, Angel. Before Tong could react, Jungkook leaned in and pressed his lips against Tong's. Soft at first, then firmer, lingering, desperate. Tong froze, heart stopping, mid screaming. It. Jungkook's gaze was unshakable, drowning him in obsession. Jungkook grabbed Tong's wrist firmly, pulling him down the hidden hallway. Come with me. Tong, confused, stumbling a little. Jungkook, where are you taking me? Jungkook pressed a code on the steel door. It opens the door reveal a dimly lit secret room. The walls are lined with dozens of screens, each showing angles of Tong's apartment, his bedroom, kitchen, even the hallway outside. Tong froze, his mind itching, his voice trembling. What is this? Jungkook smiling tenderly as he brushed his thumb over Tong's knuckles. My word, my devotion, every corner of your life, I needed to see you, to protect you. You are mine, Tong. I don't need anything else in this world but you. Tong eyes well with tears, his heart pounding as he looked from one screen to another, realizing he's been watched for months without even knowing. Tong, shaky voice. You installed a camera in my apartment? Jungkook nodding without shame. Yes. I couldn't sleep without knowing you were safe. Every second I wanted to see you breathing, eating, sleeping. I love you there. I want you. Only you. Always. As Jungkook leaned closer, Tong took a shaky step back. His gaze shifted to drawer half open in the corner of the room. He walks toward it. Jungkook's expression changed into alarmed one. Jungkook, Tong, don't look there. But it's too late. Tong pulls out a stack of photographs. His trembling hand flipped through them. Images of those very boys who had arrested him that day in the alley, except their faces are mutilated, eyes cornered out, tongue cut. The picture reeked death and cruelty. Tong dropping the photo, gasping, Oh my god, what did you do? He stumbled back, his stomach twisting in horror. Did you do this? His tears spilled freely now, but instead of running away, his instinct betrayed him. His knees felt weak, his body trembled, and before he realized it, he collapsed straight into Jungkook's chest, clinging onto him desperately, choking on the sob. I am scared. Jungkook's arm wrapped around him tightly, one hand stroking his hair, the other pressing Tong's head into his chest, as if to shield him from the world. Shh, Movie, don't cry. I did it all for you. They touched what's mine. They disrespected you. And no one, Tong, no one is allowed to do that. Only I can love you. Only I can look at you. Only I can touch you. They can't touch you. Can't make you uncomfortable. Can't harass you. I will be always there to protect you. Tong trembled in his arm, horrified but unable to let go. His heart is torn between fear and unexplainable comfort that only Jungkook seems to give in this twisted moment. But he has to pull away and ask a lot of questions to Jungkook. His hand trembled as he stepped back. You killed them? Are you insane? Do you even hear yourself, Jungkook? Jungkook's dark eyes didn't flinch. He tilted his head, lips curling into an inviting smirk. They were in the way. I told you, Taeyong, I will remove everything that keeps you from me, even if it's people, even if it's the whole world. If anyone dares to harass you, hurt you, touch you inappropriately, they will have to pay. Taeyong breathed his anger and disbelief crashing together, tears threatening to spill, his voice breaking as he shouted, "That's not love, that's obsession. You are a monster, Jungkook." But before he could finish, Jungkook moved, his hand cupping his back of Taeyong's neck, pulling him forward, lips crashing onto his. Taeyong struggled, his fist beating weakly against Jungkook's chest, the salt of his tear mixing with the heat of the kiss. His muffled protest blurred into the gasp, his body betraying him as Jungkook's mouth devoured his hunger, loving every word. Stop, But then his resistance broke, and the fury in his chest melted into fire of another kind. His lips trembled as he parted under Jungkook's surrender for just a heartbeat. The kiss turned messy, desperate, stained with rage and need. When Jungkook finally pulled back, his forehead pressed against Taeyong's, breathe heavy and rough. "Jungkook, hit me all you want, baby, but don't you dare to lie. You feel it too, right here." His thumb pressed against Taeyong's pounding heart. Taeyong tears spilled down, his voice whispering broken. I hate you, Dad. I can't push you away." Taeyong's body was shaken, his fist weakly pressed against Jungkook's chest, as though he still wanted to push him away, but couldn't. His eyes were red, tears slipping down his cheek, his voice cracking when he whispered, Do you really love me, Jungkook?" Jungkook froze. Without hesitation, he nodded desperately, like a loyal puppy, terrifying of losing his master. His hand cupped Jungkook's face, thumb brushing away the tears. "More than my own life, more than anything." For the first time in what felt like forever, Taeyong's lips twisted into the smaller smile. Broken and trembling, he looked up at Jungkook with tearful eyes and asked with a fragile voice, "Will you still love me if I get old? If my voice breaks and I can't even speak properly anymore?" Jungkook couldn't let him finish. He pulled Taeyong in a fast, trembling kiss. Their tears mixing, he broke away just enough to murmur against his lip, "I will love you till my last breath. My every breath belongs to you. My every second of life belongs to you. I won't just love you in this lifetime, Taeyong." His forehead pressed against thighs, eyes burning with devotion. "I will love you in every damn lifetime, in every damn universe. I'm yours, and you are mine." This time it wasn't Jungkook who leaned in, it was Taeyong, with a trembling but determination heart. Taeyong captured Jungkook's lips in a kiss that wasn't born from fear or anger, it was born from surrender. Taeyong's head curled up to the couch, his fingers tracing the rim of the glass of the coffee table. His mind was still a battlefield. Jungkook was echoing his confession, his kiss, the warmth of his embrace. This was love. Was this love or was this madness? Or why in the middle of the fear did his heart beat like it was home in Jungkook's arms? The ring in the doorbell broke his thoughts. He blinked, startled, dragging himself to the door. When he opened it, two women and a man in casemate uniform bowed politely before stepping in without waiting for permission. Taeyong froze, his mouth parting. They settled down the trays of the coffee table. "Taeyong, what is all this?" One of the men bowed her head respectfully. "Maid, Sir John sent this. Young master, he requested that you get ready. The car will arrive shortly to take you to him." Taeyong's eyes widened. "Take me? Where?" The maid only gave a polite smile. "You will know when you arrive, sir." And then, as silently as they had entered it, they began tidying the space as if it already belongs to Jungkook. Thong stood rooted, his hands trembling slightly. The thousand thought swirling in his mind. Why was Jungkook doing this? What game was he playing? Or was it really love? His heart thudded painfully in anticipation and dread. And then, after tidying the place, the maid left. He sat on the couch staring at the dress. There where he saw delicate dress in the wrap of the box. And there he saw a small note. Get ready, don't overthink. JK. Guy parted his lips. Don't overthink, he whispered, shaking his head. That's all I am doing. Was this Jungkook's way to apologizing? Or proving something? Or was it beginning of the another storm? An hour later, the sound of tire outside snapping him out of his thoughts. Heart hammering, Thong opened the door. A black car in front of his house, its window tinted, entire purring like a beast waiting to swallow him whole. A driver in the crisp suit bowed politely. Driver, Mr. Kim Thong. Thong hesitated, tightening his fingers around the door frame. Yes, driver. The car is ready. Mr. John asked us to bring you immediately. His voice skipped, crushing the coat tighter. He slid into the leather backseat. The door shut. The car moved smoothly, and Thong couldn't stop the gaze from flickering to the driver reflection in the rearview mirror. The man remained expressionless, revealing. Thong's stomach twisted. Every turn, every show. Thong, where are you taking me? To Jungkook? The driver finally spoke, his voice calm but carried the weight. Sir, you will know soon, Mr. John said, not to spoil the surprise. Thong leaned back, eyes squeezing shut, as his hand flickering in his lap, anticipated and afraid. And then the car turned into a long, secluded road, lined with the glowing lantern. His breath caught. Something was waiting for him at the end, something only Jungkook could have prepared. The black luxury car stopped in front of the glittering mansion, wrapped in golden light. The music, the laughter, the clicking of glass, all of it spilled out into the night. Thong's heart thudded nervously as the door opened and a guard in a black suit bowed, motioning for him to step out. As Thong entered, the hall went silent. Dozens of men and women in silk gowns and sharp swords rose. As turning toward him, a single spotlight clicked on. He felt stupid, vulnerable, as whispers filled the room, and then he saw him, Jungkook in a black suit with a wine red silk shirt, walking out from the corner of the crowd like a king claiming his throne. His smile was dangerous, confident, dripping with power. Thong couldn't breathe. Without hesitation, Jungkook reached him, cupping his cheek and placing a kiss on his lip in front of everyone. Jungkook. So guys, my moose is finally here. Tai's eyes widened and he stared at Jungkook like a lost puppy. Jungkook gave him a reassuring smile before turning, his voice booming through the mic someone handed him. Let me introduce you, Kim Thong, soon to be your queen, your Luna. The crowd erupted into cheers. Some howled like walls, others raised golden pistol into the air. Bang, bang, bang. Gunshots echoed like fireworks. Thong flinched violently, his hand flying to his hair, his whole body trembling, panic consuming through his veins. What is this? Why do they have guns? Jungkook, what the hell is happening? Before he could stumble back, Jungkook pulled a flush against his chest, one arm wrapping around his waist like iron. Like his lips pressure Thong's ear, he whispered, low, dark, and possessive. Shh, don't be afraid, baby. They won't hurt you. They were celebrating you. Thong's eyes widened. Jungkook smirked, his hand sliding down Thong's spine, eyes gleaming under the candelabra lights. I am not just a simple stalker, baby. I am the king, the prince of the mafia. As soon he did it, Thong seen forcing his wide eyes to meet his own. Soon I will be king, and you will be mine, my Luna, my queen. Thong's lips parted in shock, his whole body spun. The gate of the university buzzed with shutters. Students stopped in their track, some even pulling out their phone. When they saw the black car shining in front of them, the man leaning against it looked like he had stepped right out of dream or maybe a nightmare, depending on who you asked. Dressed in a perfectly fitted black suit, dark sunglasses, holding a bouquet of Thong's favorite flower, John Jungkook looked untouchable, powerful, dangerous, and hopelessly in love. Thong's heart skipped when his eyes found him, but he quickly turned his head away. No, not here, not in front of everyone. His face quickened, pretending not to notice the heavy stare followed him, but Jungkook wasn't about to ignore. The second Thong tried to slip past Jungkook closer, the distance in just few steps, grabbing his hand firmly. Jungkook, whispering against his ear, voice low and husky. You can't escape, butterfly. I told you, I will always find you. Before Thong could protest, Jungkook shoved his bouquet gently into his chest, forcing him to catch it. The fragrance filled in Thong's nose, making his heart flutter uncontrollably. Cheeks flushed bright red as Jungkook suddenly scooped him up in his arms, bridal style, like the world belongs to them and no one else. The crowd gasped, some screamed, others whispered. Phone flashed like paparazzi cameras. Thong blushed, whispering harshly. Jungkook, put me down. Everyone is watching. Jungkook smirking, voice dripping with confidence. Let them watch. You are mine. And today, I am taking you on a date. He carried Thong straight to the car, ignoring the shouts behind them. Thong buried his face into Jungkook's chest, caught between mortification and the undeniable comfort of his lover's warmth. From the side, Jimin stood frozen, watching the scene. His lips parted as he saw the way Jungkook looked at Thong, as if Thong was the only thing in the world worth loving. Wish I could get a love like that. And with that, the Mafia King drove away with his blushing moose, leaving the campus buzzing with endless gossip and envy. Thong sat with the bouquet clutching tightly to his chest, cheeks still flushed from the scene. Jungkook had caught in the university gate. He could still feel Jungkook's arm around him, lifting him as if he weighed nothing. The whispers of shock stunned, ringing in his ear. Thong muttering, "You didn't have to do all this in front of everyone." Jungkook smirking, one hand on the wheel, eyes flanking toward him. "I had to. How is will they know you belongs to me?" Thong rolled his eyes, but his ears turned red, giving him away. The car finally stopped to the private pit. Black-suited guard stood respectfully at a distance. A yacht awaited, glowing under fairy light. Thong's eyes widened. "You have got to be kidding me!" Jungkook opening the door for him. "This is just a beginning, butterfly." Jungkook guiding him about. The deck was decorated with candles and a table set for two, overlooking the city skyline. The air smelled of salt.